Ladies and gentlemen, I get asked time and time again, how do I get more leads inside Google Ads? How do I get more sales? And how do I get more money in the bank? And in today's video, I wanted to show you one of our real examples, one of our case studies that we did a couple weeks ago for one of our clients. And we essentially doubled their sales in less than 30 days. And this was an amazing result, and I was happy to be a part of it. And our client was very happy with the results. But I wanted to go over the one thing we actually had to do in order to get these results. And honestly, it's not that complicated and it's pretty simple. But this is going to be a video completely based on that and how so many accounts just don't use this fundamental principle to get the results they should actually be getting inside Google Ads. But before I go into that, I wanted to show you the actual results just in case you didn't believe me. And these are going to be our two results here. So the first snapshot here was taken from March 1st to March 31st, 2023. So not too long ago. And then the second snapshot is going to be from April 13th to May 12th, 2023. As you can see in the first snapshot, we have a cost per conversion of $32.73, and our client was able to get 63 leads out of that. The next snapshot, after implementing our audit, the cost per conversion dropped down to $16.38. So every single lead cost them $16. And then the overall amount of conversions went up to 121 compared to 63 from essentially the month prior. This is some absolutely astounding results, and honestly, I'm very, very proud of it. And one of the things that made this even better was we didn't actively manage this account. We just wrote out an audit of everything we would change in the account, and our client implemented all this, and they were able to achieve these results. Now, what was the one thing we actually had to do in this account to get our cost per conversion to substantially drop and cut by half? And that one thing was focus. And what I mean by this is in life, there's a rule called the 80-20 rule. It's Pareto's principle. There's a whole bunch of names that it goes by. And what happens is in most Google Ads accounts, there's a small number of keywords, a small number of ad groups that generate almost all of your sales, all of your leads. And what a lot of people do is they try and optimize every single part of their account, and they don't actually optimize for the keywords that matter. And even if they do, they don't optimize all that much. What I recommend a lot of accounts do, especially if they have the smaller budget, is find the keywords that are actually producing all the results. Same with the ads, same with the landing pages. Look for the things that are producing almost 90% of your results or 80% of your results and are only a small portion of your account. For this account, there was a handful of keywords. There was 5 or 6 keywords that were producing the vast majority of these results. And what we did was we built out ad groups surrounding these keywords. And what this allowed us to do was create ads that were very, very relevant to these keywords, and in turn bump up the quality score. So Google gave us an even lower cost per click from where it was already at, because Google loves ad relevancy. If you didn't know that, check out our Google Ads, how Google Ads works video. It's a great video on understanding how Google Ads works and how the actual system, how to essentially play the system to win. Great video, I'll link it up above. But Google Ads loves ad relevancy. And if we can make our ads more relevant than our competition, Google's going to see our ads, go, yep, that is super relevant to our customer, and I'm going to put this ad over top of someone who even has a higher budget than us just because our ad is so relevant. Now, a lot of people skip this step. They go, it doesn't really matter. Ads don't really matter that much. And what happens is their accounts either just stagnate or they lose money and they turn their accounts off eventually. So this is super important and it can't be overlooked. Another thing that is very important inside Google Ads, after you build out these ad groups that are super relevant, and I recommend only having a few of them. Don't have like 20 or 30 of them, because for most accounts, that's just way too much, especially if you have a budget of 50 or 60 bucks a day, is not spreading your budget too thin. And this account only had 2 different campaigns in it. We recommended actually turning one off and combining it, just because one of the keywords was actually really relevant in the second campaign. They were essentially the same services. But if you have too many campaigns, your budget is going to be spread too thin. The optimization period is going to take absolutely forever, and you're not going to see good results till month 3, 4, 5, 6. And for most people, that's just too long to wait. You're going to waste a lot of money and waste a lot of time. So please concentrate all of your forces. Like if you were in battle or in war, you got to concentrate all of your forces on one spot, and you got to attack it with all of your might. And that's going to be your ad budget. And with ad budget, if you have a handful of keywords that are working really well, it's best to just target all those keywords that are, your A++ players and go after those because they're going to provide you the best results. Now, I'm not saying don't go and try and experiment and find new keywords. I'm just saying that should be a portion of the budget, 10, 15%. It shouldn't be 80+% of your budget targeting new keywords because you're just guessing at that point. And that's what a lot of people do. They'll just have broad match, phrase match in the entire account. And Google's just going in every single direction. It's going, oh, we can try this, we can try this, we can try this. And you're wasting so much Google ad spend and you're just getting nothing in return for it. You're not finding any good keywords. You're just making guesses that maybe this will pay off, maybe it won't pay off. So it's super important. Concentrate. Don't have 8 different campaigns if you don't have the budget for it. Don't have 32 different ad groups if you don't have the budget for it. Don't have 500 keywords if you don't have the budget for it. You really want to concentrate and make sure you are spending your ad spend where it is most profitable and where you're going to see the best results for it. Now, the next thing I really wanted to touch on in this account was there was quite a few search terms that were not going to be useful and not going to generate us any leads. And these were mainly competitor names. There was a few services that we also weren't targeting that we also added to our negative list. But what we had to do was essentially just go through the search terms report, find the search terms we did not want to appear for. So mainly competitor names. So if you're ABC company, get rid of XYZ company. You don't want to appear for your competitors' names. Chances are someone will click on it, realize it's not the person they were actually searching for, and then click off of it. And now you've just wasted a whole bunch of ad spend. So that's not somewhere where we want to be. And this really helps with saving a ton of ad spend. It also helps with boosting up click-through rates as well because you're not getting irrelevant clicks, and also making Google figure out that, okay, these ads are super relevant to the keywords that we are actually targeting, which generally helps with quality score. And really, you're just not going to be wasting all this money targeting irrelevant keywords. Like I said before, focus is our main goal here. We have to focus on the keywords that really matter and are going to bring us in the most results. So get rid of all these search terms and keywords that are not bringing in any leads for you. It's pretty simple. Just do this on a regular basis. Go into your search terms report, add all the search terms you are not going to actually want to bid on and for your ad to appear on. This is a great way to save a ton of money inside Google Ads. And as you can see with our actual case study, we dropped our cost down by half just using this essential principle, which is focus and the 80-20 rule. Now, this account is doing absolutely phenomenal, but there are still things we could do to make it better. We could A/B test the ad copy. We could A/B test a landing page. A/B test the extensions. There's so much we can do to actually build out this account and get our cost per lead even lower. Now, if you haven't checked it out already, you might want to consider checking out our optimization checklist. It's completely free. It walks you through what to do on a weekly, monthly, and 3-month basis. And really, I think anyone inside Google Ads should have some sort of checklist just to make sure you didn't forget anything. And it really helps make your life a whole bunch easier. So again, the link for that is down below. It's completely free, and I really do recommend it to anyone inside Google Ads. Even if you're not going to use this one, I would recommend getting some sort of checklist just so you can optimize the account and see those results month over month. It is a great resource. Now, I do have one big favor to ask you, and that is to leave a like at the end of this video. I put a ton of effort and time into these videos, and I really do enjoy making them. But by you liking these videos, they grow and a whole bunch of more people see them. So I do really appreciate the like in advance. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding Google Ads, leave a comment down below. I will do my absolute best to get to it. There's been a ton of comments lately, so thank you for all of your feedback. But if it takes me a day or two to get back to you, that's why. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful day and take care. I wish you all well.